Welcome back, students. This video we're going to cover Module 9, Topic 4. So we're going to finish off Module 9. So Topic 4 is Trigonometry Part 2. So we're on page 12. This is the last two pages of the Module 9 packet. Objective for this particular topic, you guys are going to use solve real-world problems using trigonometric ratios and their inverses. You're going to find the area of triangles using a formula based on the sine function. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know about that one. But anyway. All right, bell work. I'm just going to scooch this up a little. All right, so number one, find the height of the flagpole. That's TB. So we have an angle with a measure here and a side. We use these two to find this side. We'll call this side X. So if our angle's over here, this flagpole is our opposite. And this 35 feet here, that's the hypotenuse. It's across from the 90-degree angle. So we're going to use sine 42. It's going to be equal to the opposite, which is X, over the hypotenuse, which is 35. Okay, we're going to multiply. Let me get out of the way a minute. All right, so now we're going to multiply both sides by 35 to get rid of that fraction and isolate X. So they cancel over here. So I'm just going to write it backwards. X equals 35 times sine 42. So now just get out our old handy dandy calculator. 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so X is equals 35 times sine 42. Now we have to put the measure first. So, and see, my calculator is still stuck on second from the last video if you watched it. But we're using sine here, not the inverse. So 35 times sine 42 equals 23.4. So our flagpole is 23.4. I'm going to assume feet. Yeah, feet. Okay, so 23.4 feet. Put point. You can't see that, so 23.4. Just gets worse and worse. Just do this. Dang. Okay. All right. Number two. Find the width of the river. So the width is over here. That's where the W is. This side is 25. Our hypotenuse, across from the 90-degree angle, even though you can't see the box, we don't have a number. So W is what we're after. So we have our angle is on the left, so W is our opposite. That's on the right. And then down here, this is the side that touches our angle that's not the hypotenuse. So this is the adjacent. All right, so we don't have the hypotenuse. We have to use tangent. So we have tan. It's a 51-degree angle. And that's going to equal the opposite, which is, in this case, W, over the adjacent, which is 25. We're going to multiply both sides. I'm trying to watch the screen and write, and that's just not, I can't do that. All right, so over here they cancel. Write it backwards. W equals 25 times 10, 51. So the width of the river, or W. So we got 25 times 51 tan equals. So our river is 30.87 or 30.9 feet wide. All right, got some notes underneath here. So again, this is page 12. We're finishing up Module 9, which is our trigonometry. It's all downhill from here, guys. Start circles next. All right, so page 12. Angles of elevation and depression. So often the only way to measure an object is through the use of indirect measurement, which involves using similar objects and proportions to measure an object. In these cases, you measure the object by measuring something else. Indirect measurements use special type of angles. That's going to be like so over here, and this is going to explain it. An angle of elevation, so that'd be up, is formed by a horizontal line and the observer's line of sight to an object above the horizontal line. So this guy's looking here and up there. And then an angle of depression is formed by a horizontal line and the observer's line of sight below the horizontal line. So down here. So down here would be depression, and up here would be elevation. Okay. Let's scooch down to the bottom of the page and let's do a little practice here. All right, so number 1. Rakeem is flying his drone at the park. He spots the drone at an angle of elevation that estimates to be 30 degrees. The remote control tells Rakeem that his drone is 102 feet above ground. If Rakeem is 6 foot tall, how far is he from the drone to the nearest foot? Okay, so we're still dealing with right triangles. So this is Rakeem. This is his drone. So he says the drone's 102 feet up. Well, he's 6 feet tall. So our triangle is from his line of sight. So back here, if this whole line is 102 and he's 6 foot of this part is going to be 102 minus 6, which is 96 feet. So our opposite, because here's his angle, so our opposite over here is 96. And we have a 30-degree angle. So in order to find how far away it is, that's our hypotenuse, because it's across from the 90-degree angle. We're going to use the inverse of sine. No, we're not going to use the inverse of sine because we're not looking for the angle. We're going to use sine because we're looking for that side. So we have sine 30 is equal to the opposite, which was 96, over, nope, not sine because we have opposite. Yeah, that's right. We're looking for this. Sorry, opposite over hypotenuse. All right, so we're going to multiply both sides by x because we got to get x by itself. So x times sine 30 is going to be equal to 96. I'm going to divide both sides by sine 30. So I can isolate x. And now x equals 96 divided by sine 30. Okay, let me just use my calculator. So 96 divided by 30 sine equals. So it's 192 feet from Rakeem to his drone. And we made a triangle here. This made a triangle. It's 102 feet off the ground, but we're measuring from his eye. So we deducted the 6 feet. So that's why we went 102 minus 6 to 96 here. And then we just use the trigonometric functions we've learned in the last 2 lessons. And here we are, 192 feet away. All right, one more page. Let's flip over. Okay. All right, page 13. This is the very back page of this packet. All right, so number 2. So Cottonwood, Idaho Dog Park Inn is a popular tourist attraction featuring a hotel in the shape of a 30-foot wood-carved beagle. So this guy here. Pedro looks out the window. So he's looking out the window here. He's 30 feet above the ground. So Pedro's up here in the dark because, you know, the copy is not good. He spots a fire hydrant. It's going to be down here at angle C at the ground at an estimated angle of depression of 40 degrees. So the angle up here with him is 40. What is the horizontal distance to Pedro, from Pedro to the hydrant nearest foot? All right, so we want to know how far this is. That's x. We know he's 30 feet off the ground. And the angle of depression is 40. So we have, so if this is our angle, this is the adjacent side because it's the side touching. It's not the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is what we're looking for. So we have an opposite, we have adjacent and, hold on one second. Actually, let me pause here just a second. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, let me put my paper back here. I was trying to figure out what had happened. So, we're not looking for this. They're asking for the horizontal distance, so they're looking for this. So, I use, for my notes last year, I used tangent, and I'm like, what did I do that for? So, yeah, we're looking, so we need this angle, or it's actually the adjacent over the opposite. This is the opposite side. That's the adjacent. So tangent 30 is going to equal our opposite, which is, hang on, how did I do this? Lord. What do I have? It's 40, not 30. Crazy. God. Tan 40 equals opposite. Why is it saying? Oh, this is, okay. That's where I'm having this trouble, I guess. So the angle of depression is 40. See, this is the exterior. This would be, I don't know. Either way, so we got 30 over DC, which is X. Yeah, that's the way I was doing it. Okay. Sorry. Multiply both sides by X. These cancel out. So X times tan 40 equals 30. Divide both sides by tan 40. So X equals 30 divided by tangent 40. So X equals, let's get the, excuse the goth there. Couldn't figure out what I had done, and if I was trying to verify I was right. So 30 divided by 40 tan equals, so we get 35.75, or we round it up to 35.8 feet. That's how far away from here to here is. Yeah, they still have the opposite over adjacent here. They're using this angle, and I guess because this is 40, these two make 90. This would be 50, so 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus, if this is 50, this would be 40 down here. So it's really angle C. So we got there, but I confused us along the way, and I apologize. So angle C was always what we were talking about. Even though he's up here, it's an angle of depression, so it's a line drawn out here. This angle is 40. These two together make 90, so this was 50. This was 40. I know that confused everybody really good, but hopefully not too bad. All right, number 3. Braden stands on an 8-foot platform and sights a swimmer at an angle of depression of 5 degrees. If Braden's 6 foot tall, how far away is the swimmer from the base of the platform to the nearest foot? Hint, draw a picture to represent the situation. All right, so you got, let's see, got a 90-degree here. So 8-foot platform. And 5-degree angle of depression. So we're looking down here. Let me see. Hang on. I'm going to pause one more time. All right. Sorry again. Math teachers aren't perfect. Okay, so they tell us the platform's 8 feet and he's 6 feet tall. So this whole side is 14 from here to here. So we're going to say we got a 5-degree angle, and what do we, yeah, we're looking for, how did I have, oh, from here to here is what we're looking for. So we're looking for opposite over adjacent again. Let's see, let me make sure this comes out right. So got tan 5 equals opposite over adjacent. multiply both sides by 14. These cancel out. X equals 14 times tan 5. This is not the way I worked it out, but let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we have 14 divided by that, but hold on. What did I just do? 14 times. Okay, yep, not right. How did we get it? I'm guessing if the angle of depression's 5 here, then that makes this 85 and this 5. So again, I got it backwards. So I got the right answer before. Last year I just I got it the wrong way, and I want to show you guys right. So we're talking about this angle. This is the adjacent. This is the opposite. So tan 5 equals 14 over x. Did I do that the same way? No. Multiply both sides by x. These cancel. X times tan 5 equals 14. Divide both sides by tan 5. So moving over here, x equals 14 divided by tan 5. Now, 14 divided by 5 tan equals 160 feet. And that was the answer I knew I got, but sorry for all the crazy business to get there. But I would really, I do like you guys seeing me struggle, because I want you guys to know that, nobody starts out getting everything right. All right, so number 4. Sightseeing. So looking north, two skyscrapers are sighted. Make sure I wasn't still paused. From the viewing deck of the Empire State Building, which is at a height of 1,250 feet. The base of one skyscraper is a 20-degree angle of depression, and the base of the second skyscraper is sighted at a 30-degree angle of depression. How far apart are the two skyscrapers to the nearest tenth? I can't draw this, all right, but you have, so if you're up here on top of the Empire State Building, okay, it's 1,250 feet up. Your angle of depression, so you're looking at a skyscraper from here at an angle of depression of 30 degrees. And then we see another one, again, 1,250. And this one is at an angle of depression of 20 degrees. And they want to know how far away the two are to the nearest foot. This looks weird, but we're going to end up, we're looking for this and we're looking for this. So both of these, 1,250, it's going to be x equals 1,250 divided by tangent 30. So that gives us skyscraper 1. And then over here, 1,250 divided by tan 20 is going to give us skyscraper 2. And then we subtract them both. Okay. So 1,250 divided by tan 30 first. All right, so we got 2165. We're not going to round. We're just going to keep it whole numbers. And then over here, 1,250 divided by 20 tan equals. So this is 3434. Again, I'm not going to, we're just going to go, they want nearest whole foot, so we're not going to, so this was 3434. This one was 1225, so 3434 minus 2165. I think I said it wrong, but so 3434 minus 2165. We are 1,269 feet apart. Or it was from here to here was this distance, from here to here was this distance, and so we subtracted them because this is to make it so we can see it, but you really have, you're up here and you're looking down at this one and down at that one. So we're figuring out the distance between these two triangles here is essentially what it is. 1250, and this one's 30, this one's 20. So from here to here is this distance. We subtract the two. Hopefully that didn't confuse you guys too bad. I know you hate word problems, and I hate them for you. All right, number 5. Finishing up trigonometry. Number 5. What's the area of GHI round to the nearest tenth? So remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay? This is our base. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Actually, we'll do this times this. We need to know, why do we need to know that? Oh, this says base times height times length. It'd be this. It's really weird. All these. .1 times, it's going to be sine, so this does not look like a 90-degree angle, so I'm going against everything I told you guys, but sine here, well, see, they're saying, yeah, I guess this would be the hypotenuse, so opposite over, all right, it just says sine 60. I'm going to go with it. We're going to see if we can find some Khan Academy or something to help us with this one. But so we have 1/2 is 0.5 times 5.4 times 7.1 times 60 sine equals 16.6. So the area is 16.6, and I don't think that, yeah, it's just units squared, because area is always unit squared. So I know the end was a little rocky. Yeah, I'm not real big on angles of depression and angles of elevation. As you can see, it's not my strong suit. But hopefully we got enough you guys understand. If not, please let me know, and we will try to figure it out together. Till next time, have a good night.